sister, see a real love in society. Don't matter your religion, you're my sister. Now that's love, togetherness, and not love to have you with me on top of anything I'm on top of. Look, it don't matter if you black or you blue. This ain't a song, it's a message to you, and it's personal too.
All I'm tryna do is talk to you. If you hear me, I'ma be alright.
I'ma be fine. I have no problem, I can rap all day.
I have no problem, I can sing all night. Long as you will hear me.
You feel me?
Clearly, I know nothing's ever done in vain. I know that my mind ain't crazy.
Somebody had to talk
All
about
these
it.
people around these streets, who are they?
A good day it is, everybody. We're talking about 2K on another brand new episode. Oh, we're killing two birds. Is it killing two birds with one stone? Yeah. Okay, I'm on point. And indeed, today we're taking a turn. We just take a very, very, very wonderful turn.
Yes.
We are on point. We just took a very wonderful turn today, and we're gonna have fun. And no Goliath formed against us shall prosper, my G.
That's what's up.
Excess on. As in Namusha, we did an episode earlier on, and we are doing another one, and I'm
sure.
Still, it's like today's episodes are shocking, and they're 10 for us as a show.
Okay.
And it's actually nice to have like something different and refreshing.
Yeah.
And this is a glow.
I'm 2000 also, that's why,
Ah.
Talking on my 2K is talking to me too also. Talking to every 2K.
Then we are way too relevant today. We are in point. Ebamba direct.
Sure, man.
As ibambenge line hakamatoronki siqondile excess on namuhla ebamba.
Salute.
Excess pause before sekuteni. Awahudule just introduce to one.
Oh sure, you're talking to SBUDA SOVENDLE Jolinkomo Somagwagwa, yeah. She's Uludita, yeah. Yeah, man, I'm Xhosa, yeah. Yathetha kaloku, but like yeah, Xhosa ko Pitori, that's what's up. From Mamelodi, located in Mamelodi, yeah. So that's where I grew up all of my life, from like 2001, yeah, from 2000 until this age.
Mamelodi and Stray.
Yeah, get me on Facebook, catch me on Facebook, Gracious Muratua. That's my mom. Yeah, I did account Kamama. So it's crazy, right? Yeah, cause she's my queen. And on Instagram, the combat champion, SBUDA SOVENDLE. You'll find me.
Sovendi.
Yeah, and also on Google, just go for SBUDA SOVENDLE. You find the history about my fights and everything. Then on YouTube, tune on Extreme Fighting Champion, which is the belt that I got. I'm the first Extreme Fighting Champion, welterweight champion. So yeah.
Actually, it's my first time holding this, guys. For those who don't know, this thing is heavy. This thing is heavy. It almost broke all my bones. This thing is heavy, and my first time seeing one close. My first time seeing one not on television, but like sure. I saw these actually on social media. I was like, Spoo. I was like, man, I need to see that. I must have that on the show. And it's a whole new experience also for me, and probably for everybody behind the scene. Is there anybody who's ever had this here? No one. So we're breaking virgin today.
Sure.
On this thing. It's beautiful, Joe.
Thanks,
for Blade 2 as a whole,
sure.
I salute. In fact, we are having you as a show,
Sure.
Not to just only talk about 2K to celebrate you, but as first thing, I believe Blade Doom is the first time saying this. Like the same thing as SK with the Plata he received from Spotify, and then there's another recognition, that's happening for Blade Doom. For me, it's like a salute that I can't express in words. This guys, this thing is heavy, young. I know less about boxing, Maji.
Sure.
I know less about boxing. The only thing I just know that there's McGregor, Muhammad Ali, like your Mike Tyson, and of course your Floyd Mayweather.
Sure.
And UFC, I know McGregor is there, and Israel. SBU, in fact, is the one that introduced me to SBUDA P on who is this Israel on UFC and all that. first, Joe, take us to the sport of boxing, because also today it will be my day, young faster for me to actually now to start following. Because of you, I will follow so that I may ask the relevant question on your press conferences, you know.
Okay, man.
What's boxing, Joe? What's going on in boxing?
Yo, boxing is a huge sport, man, my man. I started boxing when I was 15 years old. Yeah, it was my first passion. I boxed go Mamelodi, go squaring. There's a square in it's close to Mafias. Training station. It was just outside. Yeah, we were training the Galanya Alima 1000. Go Kai. There was I had a coach there who was teaching me boxing. So yeah, boxing is something that I grew up with. But as I was like growing up, I wanted more tasking, like, you know, I wanted more challenge. So I went to mixed martial arts. So from boxing, I went to mixed martial arts. Boxing is using your hands apparently and clinching and all that. It's a classic fight. It's so beautiful. Boxing is an art which blacks back then, they were using it for like war. And you know, when I say war, I mean like, you know, back those times, Tabo Shark and all that. It was something, you have to be orthodox or southpaw. You have to know your stance. So it's a great art, and nobody can crush that art. And then, like, you know, I'm trying to go out of my comfort zone and reaching, you know, my levels of increasing my boxing levels, because I started as an amateur. When you're an amateur, you fight easy and all about. So you like you're hungry for fight. But when you become a professional, that's when you notice that you have to have more defense, take your time, know your shots, such stuff. So boxing has taught me life. Like, a matter of fact, I'm still getting hurt, but boxing, it's a great sport. But from boxing, I came out of my comfort zone. I went to mixed martial arts. Okay. Sure.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, I'm a boxer. I'm also a wrestler. I'm a judist. I'm a Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I do everything. I do
Brazilian jiu-jitsu. It's that one. Like,
yeah, it's when I take you and I crumble you on the mat. Yeah, sure.
You did a lot of things, man.
Sure.
I think I know the place. Like somewhere in Osama 16, where you started. Like they had a ring somewhere. Sure. You started there. 15, Joe. What inspired you to actually be like, I'm in boxing? I want to start boxing.
Yo, man, I was a Hulk all my life. Like in Sesento, and I was playing rugby. I played for Eitzach. I played for Swartki. I played for a lot of squads, you know. I grew up as a small boy who loved just aggression sports. Because, like, it's soccer in Cap, you know. My friends used to hate me because, like, they get up, you know, I didn't have that good defense on soccer. So, like, you know, fortunately, I got the boxing level of, like, you know, reaching my opponents more and, like, you know, getting to test myself without a crowd. Because, you know, when you're in, like, institutions of, like, rugby and soccer, you have to, like, it's teamwork. So in fighting also, it's teamwork. But when you get in that cage or ring, you're alone, man. You're alone. You're just alone. It's you and the referee. And the referee is there to stop a fight or just see your legal shots. So that's when you notice, like, it's you against the world. You know, fighting is a different industry. You know, taking a fight, having the balls, and, like, you know, sport to say it's one sport that people ignore, especially in our society. But it's also good for men, because men abuse and shit. But like, you know, you get into boxing, you can collect yourself. If you have anger issues, if you need therapy, if you feel like you want to defend yourself from either physical stuff, like, you know, so it's also a weapon. It's something that makes you, it's spiritual. For me, it's spiritual. It's not something I take it for granted, because hey, to know how to box, you have to take shots. In fact,
Yeah.
yeah, you just have to know how.
Ungene ringing ube nama-blue eye.
Yeah, that's what makes you a fighter. At the end of the day, that's what makes you a fighter. Without no scars, you're not fighting.
Okay, your first like professional fight, Joe.
Sure.
When was it, and how did it go? How did you take it, and what did you learn from
It was last year when I got this belt. Extreme Striking Champion was a professional Extreme Striking Champions. So when they brought it back, they did a 4 contendership performance. So you have to fight 2 times a day.
Okay. Oh.
So I fought 2 guys to get this belt. Same night. Yeah.
Oh.
Like I had to fight and go relax, come back for another fight, so I can fight for the belt.
Was it knockout or how
Yeah, they
does
were
it
all
go?
TKOs. They were all TKOs because like what happens in Extreme Striking Champions, we use our elbows, we use our fists. It's just striking. Like there's no takedowns like MMA that I'm going for. EFC, Brothers in Arms. That's what I'm representing right now. Brothers in Arms. That's my team. Yeah, that's the people I'm working with. You know, who are preparing me mentally in MMA. You know, institutions. I'm not an amateur in MMA. I started MMA, you know, 2019, 2021. I was getting COVID. I got a gold medal. I had to go to Pakistan. If you search that,
I think I once saw that. Yeah,
I had to go to Pakistan and Russia to fight and compete for my next fight. So I couldn't get a sponsorship to sponsor my stuff. So I was still low key. I was still with Stanza, with Prasta.
Yeah.
Prasta is my OG. I'll never forget that guy. He. I mean, when I joined fighting, I wanted boxing, but I learned a lot. Like you know, now I'm a kickboxer, I'm a wrestler, I'm a grappler. I choke. I know crazy stuff. I know crazy stuff that you know human beings when they think about. It's just crazy when you do it. Like you know. I just want to be a champion of like, you know, I just want to bring all the belts home. I feel like I'm meant for this mission. And like coming from Mamelodi has like, you know, a lot of, you know, inspiration also. It's just, you know, uniting, but we united in sports and all that. We are growing.
True.
So I felt like, you know, I have to show up, you know. I have to show up and show what, you know, there's a new generation coming who are fighters, because there've been people who are fighters, Mama Melody, who are unknown. They were greatest champions, but you don't like.
We don't know them. Yeah, for me,
social media was not there back then. So it's crazy,
that's why. Because honestly, for me, I would say, you're the only fighter I know from Mamelodi. So it would be shocking, but I believe to a lot of people to actually realize in Mams, like we had like a lot of fighters even before.
There's a lot of fighters. There's my boy, Devato Torture. He's coming up. He's in the amateur, but he just did his license for EFC professional. There's my boy Kim. He was fighting professional EFC. Unfortunately, he lost the fight, but I know he's a strong boy. He's mentally strong. There's a lot of guys. Lucky's in bantamweight. There's a possibility I can fight him. There's no friends in boxing. There's no friends in mixed martial arts. So there's no friends in mixed martial arts. If you
nobody
fight,
is safe.
Yeah, nobody's safe. We can work out with you. Then next day they say we fight. Why don't we contest each other?
Separate for me. I don't know. Sure. MMA.
Yeah.
EFC. Yeah. I want to understand that.
Okay, these institutions are like these Alpha MMA, which is for amateur.
Yeah.
That's where I started my MMA career.
You conquered that.
Yeah, Alpha MMA, SA. I was fighting for the SA champions. SA champions is like you move from Gauteng, you get a shot in Gauteng. After Gauteng, you got national level. After national level, you go international. So, I stopped when I had to
go international.
Yeah, I got the prize for going international. I was gold, man. I hit guys from semi-finals and finals. Guys from KZN.
Murde.
Yeah, I beat them, both of them, semi-finals and finals. So I came back in Pitori, like, you know, so happy, everybody happy for me, but like I wanted to represent my country, go
International level, yeah.
so I didn't have enough sponsors, and it was COVID, all that, you know, the drama and the borders and everything. So it was just a lot of pressure. I couldn't, like, you know, think straight.
Yeah,
So I went back to my training. That's all I could do at the moment.
Okay, I see.
That's all I could do. So, but yeah.
And then what was the the EFC? It's on which level?
EFC is on a professional level.
It's what you are going for.
Yeah,
now,
it's what
isn't
I'm going for. 15 June, I'm about to debut. First fight. In EFC, I have to make a name.
There is also a title involved, or
It's not a title involved. It's a ranks. Yeah, you make your name first. So after making your name, you get other fights that you have to improve yourself. You get tested, man. It's like you're a soldier. You have to get tested.
first before
Tested, maybe 3-4 fights. You're undisputed. Then after they give you a title shot, just like that. So I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting to do performance, like, you know, get a performance bonus on my first fight. So it's crazy because, like, I've been like silent and I've been patient. I've been getting short notice fights, but the guys I've found that the champion, they just, you know, they run away. You know, there's all these guys. So I never.
who want to mess with the champ? So the guys, they have a real definition of somebody who is a champ.
Yeah. So they research about you and get information, but I never have a problem. My coach, he's a wise coach. He's Cage Wise. You know, Team Cage Wise Brothers in Arms. That's what's up. I'm the assistant. I'm coming up. You know, yeah. I'm the African Rhythm. You know, youngest champion in Mamelodi.
The assistant.
South Africa. The assistant. 2000, man. Yeah, I'm in the top number 2000. That's what I'm representing.
Nice.
Yeah.
Tell me something. Manjijo, almost a ring in the combine. Like, what is needed for you to get in the ring and all those punches?
You have to make weight first. What makes a professional fight is weight. So if you're not on weight, you're not gonna fight, my man. Like me, I have to go to 61, and I'm a champion of 70, like welterweight. I'm used to lightweight. No, it's lightweight. Sorry, but I have to go to 61. So cutting weight, fast pay, not eating all that junk. You know, disciplining yourself. Yeah, disciplining yourself, cutting weight. It's they don't know. Respect to fighters. I just want to say shout out to fighters. Fighters, we go through a lot. It's just, you know, when we perform, we on our, you know, best level, but we go through a lot before we fight the color when you start preparing. Yeah. Preparation level of fighting is crazy, is the crazy part. Going to execute the fight is easier. For me, on my standing, as a champion. Preparing a fight, you go through overtime, hard sweat, blood. You don't have to be afraid of anything. You don't have to be afraid of getting a shot. If you bite yourself, you have to learn from your mistakes, bro. It just teaches you how to be man. How to be man enough, you know, how to compete against other guys, you know, and then it's all about, like, you know, not having your comfort zone and respecting other guys for how they think. It's also about, you know, how you think. Fighting, you see us fighting like not just keep an eye, guys. No, it's technical. There's orthodox, there's southpaw. That's what people don't know. Knowledge about fighting, there's stance. It's also education, in school. But there's left hooks, there's jabs, there's cross, there's uppercuts. You understand? There's flying knees, there's low kicks, there's clinching, there's underhooks, there's half guard, there's side guard, there's full mount. That's fighting on the ground. So yeah.
So actually, getting into a local fight, you can damage somebody. Just random in the street.
I don't have to fight on local fights.
No, I just mean if somebody
okay.
If somebody very just provokes
obvious,
you,
my man. Like, every man demands respect. Every man demands respect. Every dog gotta mark their territory. Let me tell you. Now, man, we like, you know, we compromise our respect. So fighting sports makes you know your level as a guy.
Okay.
If you're not gymming on my level, I'm gonna beat you, man. I'm gonna smash you. That's all I know. Dominance. If you know backing up or calling your friends or I don't know that. I grew alone, man. Like I tell you, when I fight, look who's behind me. Nobody. Myself, man. I'm the assistant. I'm here to do what's great. Like I'm here to show young kids that it's not all about how much you know. It's all about how much you can give and take at the same time. Respect is the biggest thing that we have to learn, guys. Like respect, Now, guys, we are not respected. Like even that's why these honeys are just running on our heads because we're not demanding that respect. It's not because you have to respect our shit. No, I'm not saying that. Know your level of respect as a man. Like know how much power is within you. I feel like our testosterone as guys nowadays is just lowered because we no more try things like fighting, testing yourself through, like do something that you haven't done before. That's what's gonna make you a warrior. That's what gets you ranks, sure.
So it actually takes out your identity as a man, because I see you have like a lot of lighting.
Yeah, a lot.
In being a man.
A lot. Fighting is a history for me. Like I'm doing this because I'm representing. There were fighters in my family. They couldn't make it. They couldn't make it. There are soldiers in my family, but I felt like they were soldiers. They are soldiers in because in their own prime. I don't want to salute anybody. I want to be my own man. I want to push myself. So if I can fit my family with my fist on my knees or elbows, let it be. That's life for me. I chose life like that. Like if it means that I have to perform in order to and conquer what I want to conquer, let it be. If I have to get to a level that of respect, in the Hall of Fame of fighting or anything in life, let it be. So I'm one person, I'm not afraid of risking. So that's why when I take fighting, I don't take it as a sport to show off. I don't have time to show off. I have time. All of my life, like it's only Monday, I'm going for boot camp. It's gonna be crazy, boot camp. So it's gonna be crazy. I'll be working out, cutting weight, all that fucked up shit. So sorry to just say you, but sorry guys. But I just want to tell you, it's just hell. But you know what makes you a champion is going through that hell. So one day so you can fix for that 30 seconds or 15 minutes or 5 minutes you're gonna spend in the cage. Remember, in the cage is 5 minutes. So your mind, how you have to think, you have to use your minutes. Preparing for a fight. It's something challenging.
Yeah, because
it's spiritual. It's spiritual. You don't have to go to a fight trusting your elbows or your hands only.
How spiritual? How you have to go there?
You have to go there. Humble.
On
my perspective of mind level, we're different as fighters. Some they have to go through aggression or going crazy. That's how we. If it's your hype,
there's a hype.
There's a hype. So my hype is going there humble, knowing that I'm gonna execute whatever I did in the gym, whatever that I was sweating on. It's not nice sweating fucked up and like everybody's just scrambling you. It's not nice sparring with different men in different weights. I fight with heavyweights. I fight with lightweights. I fight with either weight. So size doesn't matter to me. So my life is my gym. My life is my gym. So when I go to perform and have to execute the inside of me, I go. Like I let it go. Why not? I've been preparing all of my life for this. Why not?
I can't be afraid. One day, you put me good level here. It's like I was just walking on the street and I saw Rocky. The Rocky movie. You remember when I met you the other day? I was like, hey, this guy. Like, this Jen. So they also have these. So they also doing this thing and he's doing it for real.
Sure,
and he's joking. And I was 16. Wow. We get it. Man, did I just had a moment like I'm in a Rocky movie,
You know what makes me to be like that? It's being in my own self mine, like becoming my own box. You know, it's hard for now guys to enjoy our own companies.
Yeah.
Like you just feel like fuck, I just need a lot of crowd now to, you know, overwhelm me all. I just need someone to. You don't need someone, you need yourself. Nah, fuck guys, like you need yourself, Joe. The only person that you need in this world is yourself.
To do more,
You know,
and more excellence.
So like increase meditating just to yourself and increase making a relationship with yourself, because that's what's gonna improve you. That's what's gonna make you have self-love. You know, that's what. So Mina, before I go to fights, I have to camp, and the crazy part about camping, there's no nice stuff, man. There's no nice stuff.
What's happening in the camp?
You're training, you're sweating, you eat not just food like proper food. You eat rabbit food, you eat vegetables or either fruit just to sleep for a day, and you don't eat until a certain time. If it's like around this time, I don't eat. I just drink water, spoon my mouth, you know, drink water just not to get too much thirst. But that's how we cut weight. That's how we mentally you have to be prepared. Like, you know, fight is not like, you know,
just throwing up the punches and all that. There is a logic involved.
Logic, and then like that logic is it's crazy. A lot of fighters are psychopaths because they have to go through going out of your comfort zone. Like there's a comfort zone that we give ourselves as men. That's why I say. That's why you can let guys check now guys. That's why you can let Honey's trash talk on your fuck with you and be like, nah, it's fine. Nah, you know that shit. It's fine, but it's effed up because how much your reputation has to represent yourself. Don't be afraid to be yourself, my man. Like if it means you have to, like, you know, get up the box and tell people shit, let it be. That's you. You know.
Almost, you know, it's like, you know, I'm expecting to speaking to only a fighter, somebody that will speak about punches and blue eyes and all that.
Sure.
But it's shocking for me to actually realize that fighting teaches you so much of being a man and the identity of a man. I wonder if we were to compare between like fighters and just us, you know, guys like outside the ring, whether do we have like the same identity?
We are the same man.
Yeah, but not with the same identity.
Mentally, let me tell you, fight is not about physical. Size, fuck size, guys. Mike Tyson was knocking out giants. I'm the fucking next guy who's gonna knock out giants. Who can do that? I can do that also, because I knocked out a lot of tall guys. Like, you know, bullshit. It's not about size. We get intimidated by what we see. We don't get intimidated by what you feel. What like your atmosphere has to tell you the real you. If you feel to bow down for this guy, you're gonna bow down. You're gonna be a pussy forever. But if you stand up for your life, fighting teaches you. You know, there's people who can talk for themselves. Like there are other fighters they can't talk, guys. Like they can't. You know, and Mina. Fortunately, man, I'm a fighter. So why not talk? Like, you know, why not like give people out and tell them what's happening in the fighter's life? Why not? Because fighting is gonna improve your testosterone. If I can take you through conditioning of a fighter and how much you have to be focused, it just increases your testosterone. If someone tempts you with sugar, you won't eat sugar. Like your own man. Nobody can try to influence you into their own thing, into their own mind. Fighting is like when I throw a punch, if that guy throws 2, I have to throw 7 or 10 to show him his mind. To test him, to show him that, you know, his mind is not in my. It's all about levels, guys. It's all about, like, you know, knowing. It's like rappers and everybody who competes in the world, every sport. It's like
you gotta come back and do more.
You gotta push, bro. And then confidence is the thing. What, like, now guys we lack is self-esteem. So building your self-esteem, such stuff. Build your self-esteem because you go out of your comfort zone. Hate comfort zones, guys. Like, I hate comfort zones. Comfort zones. Even I'm a champion like this. Fuck it. I can throw this belt away. I need more, man. I need international belts. I need crazy belts. They still more for me. So there's a lot of pressure I have to take pressure makes diamonds. So if I say I'm the diamond, I have to take pressure as much as I can. So no excuse, guys.
All there and where.
No excuse. Bath with cold water, get in that cold shower when you're feeling toxic. Stop yelling on honeys or stop telling people your problems. You can fix it yourself. God got you, man. He made you on his own image. He gave you all
There's
that
identity
authority
in you.
So why now you doubting that out of you? That's the crazy part about us guys. There's such things as depressions. I don't know such things as
I don't
depression.
know.
Because being depressed makes you to feel like you can't talk to anybody about your situation.
Keeps you in a cage.
You know, it keeps you in a cage where you feel like you're judged. You're not judged.
People
guys.
are always on your case and all that.
You know that. So guys, please stimulate your testosterone. Keep in cold water. Train. Work out. When you're feeling like you had a long day, work out. That's gonna fix you. Hit some push-up. Do some crazy. Hit the wall. See blood. That shows you to your man. Take scars, motherfucker. Like, stop being... Like, we know what I hate about guys right now. We just accept that we know. We fine. That's why these females right now, they just on our head. You got money, you got no... But if you soft, like, you know, your testosterone...
You can't put things straight.
You can't tell, like, bitch, you're wearing like a bitch. Oh, please, you know, you can't be on your morals because you're trying to like compromise your situation. So being a fighter shows you how to be a leader. Like, for me, it taught me how to be a leader because I was in the comfort zone. So being a fighter showed me how to be a leader.
It's shocking for me.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
shocked.
Nobody can take you out of your atmosphere when you start. Carl, let me tell you, my man, if you start sitting in your own comfort zone, man, your own, like, start understanding your own time of like how much your physical can give, how much sweat you can take, how much punishment you can take, testing yourself more. I'm telling you, nobody's gonna stand with you. You know why?
You're gonna be
Testosterone.
Yeah.
You're gonna be on another level. That's why there were guys, even was Carly, people who fought back then. They were the stronger ones, they were the weaker ones. So it's either you're gonna remain stronger or you become weaker. And then, like, guys, our testosterone never knew have to test it, guys. That's what makes a man.
Yeah.
Becoming a man is not money, is not materialistics. We know we love material. We have to prove
number
it,
7.
it's all about, guys,
discipline.
just, just work out. I'm trying to give my black guys, fuck Joe, I've been, like, wrestling with white guys. Why don't I get black wrestlers?
And you murder them.
There's a lot of talent out here. Mamelodi,
People are
Pitori,
throwing it
Gauteng,
away.
KZN, but we trying to like limit it, and then we meet with the wrong people. That's the crazy part. We have to meet with the right people so you can get your mind going.
Man, how did you survive that then, Ekas? Because we influence, like mostly Ekas, I believe, there's a high level of influencing ourselves with the wrong things.
Sure, but I survived because, like, I told myself I'm destined for this. So I told myself nobody is gonna stop me. So as I'm starting to train, I'm understanding the sacrifice that I'm giving into training. If I was not training, I'll be chilling with my chick, maybe drinking drinks or going out there spending or having fun. I noticed fun, having fun. It takes. It's so fast having fun, and having fun. Pay. It doesn't end.
And it doesn't.
Doesn't end. That's an estate man that had to go. I was in that estate man, like, I was like, fuck, so you can't survive alone. If you don't talk to your honey, you down for the day. If you don't text any you done for the day. If you don't, so I had to go to that level of like, F this. F everything. Please, let me just get my atmosphere. Let me get my inner self, my inner peace. That's what made me a fighter. When I started understanding the black craft It's not about yourself. It's all about like, you know, people who died for you to cook back home. You know, and then like, you know, we take that in advantage and like we use that, we misuse that, like, you know, Kawe, you were left, you know, my ancestors and all that, they left. You have kings in your family, but the thing, you know, the system layer too doesn't teach us about our history more. Teaches us about the people who robbed us.
So that's the crazy part. Them more or you know, something like that. So
that's what doesn't take out. That's why guys nowadays we are lost, like in Tolojo, because we don't know where our identity is. Identity is when you start knowing your history, man. When you start understanding if you paid it, you only even they left nothing or they were robbed their resources.
But this is who you are.
You are the king of this generation. What are you doing about that? Are you gonna sit down and just look at the internet and look people prospering, or are you gonna do something and get up and like, you know, tell yourself like, you know, I'm this. I'm gonna do it for my family. I'm the one who has to do history. Who has to do history? Nobody, you, but yourself, man.
This is men's conference.
I mean, sure.
This is men's conference. This is men's conference. I'm telling you. Exactly. And sure. Probably if
sure.
I know on Facebook you use your mom's loan, so
yeah.
Tell us, Manja, how does she end that? You know, for you to use.
No, she feels cool. She's a.
How does she feel about the whole champion in her house?
Yo, man, I'll call my mom, queen, man. Like, you know, that's somebody I acknowledge before other ladies. You know, so I can just teach her for my mom. It's right. It's fine. She knows 9 months. She's been there for me. Like, you know, so for her to be to having a Ntwane champion, she's happy, you know, like. I see the happiness out of her, but she knows who this son of mine is a psychopath. He's crazy. He wants to fight, and I'm gonna fight. If you're gonna diss mom, I'm gonna fucking choke you, man.
Yeah.
Get with me in the cage. I'm gonna, you know. But that's what makes me a fighter, guys. Like, you know, having that love. Like my mom gave me that warm love. So she knows what like she got birth. She got birth to the champion, and like I chose like she was like, "Swoop, there's a lot of careers you could have chosen. Why you chose this crazy?"
That's more shocking. Why?
That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part.
Moms,
you know,
why am I choosing by screw?
Or why am I choosing by sword?
Yeah. You know.
No, I wanna be a champ. You know why? You know, being a champion is something that makes you yourself. That's what made me myself. I was not myself when I was not champion. I was like, you know, trying to be somebody. But when I'm champion, I'm on myself, man. Like, there's nothing that can get in my mind. You put my opponent in front of me, I push him.
Yeah.
You understand? But like, let me tell you, I'm one person I respect other guys. I respect. That's one thing that makes me. Love for me is respect. If you don't have respect, that means you don't give a fuck about me, and then like I don't give a fuck about you too, cause respect is one thing that's gonna connect us as the youth Yamanje. What's gonna make us to acknowledge each other's talents and all that is respect. You know, nice. Like
and you do have that. No, from all our events where we met.
Sure.
It's easy to communicate with you.
Sure.
Behave
it's because they want that attention. They acting like ladies. I mean, let me tell you, it's how we have to get fame nowadays, you know.
To act barbaric and like you lady, that's like, time, Joe.
No, they look like they stubborn. No, he wants it, but he doesn't wanna show it to go to, hey, Cheetah, you know, I need you to interview me through this stuff. We, as I said, we are silent as men. We are silent. Guys, we are silent. We go through tough shit, but we're silent. You make it on top, you pop bottles on top, you have all this nice stuff, but you know the sacrifice that you went through. You know the hardship that you went through. You know, that's what's gonna make you man nowadays. You know, making you man nowadays, it's all about like, you know, being flashy and all that. It's great, but like after the flash, after the flashy stuff, who are you? Like, you know, the real you.
Do we have an identity or
you know, like, we don't praise our ancestors like we used to do. God, like, we don't praise abantu
that brought
left
us
the
here who are
legacy.
part of
You feel?
yeah.
So ngicabanga ukuthi bafethu, no, let's just keep get your self habit, get yourself center, inner peace. That's what's gonna make you man, guys. Inner peace, get it, inner peace, self love. Chima, I was chima ngiyi-one mfethu bona, and feel like I'm on stage. You know, when I'm on stage, when I'm in the I'm like, you know, I'm living my dream. I'm doing what I prepared also in the mind. What makes me conquer a lot of times is feeling like conquering before the fight, mentally shooting on the young child with buff. No weapon is formed against you shall
prosper. Yeah, I get that one.
So yeah, no thanks, man. No thanks for
I say.
No thanks.
Sure. Today I attended actually a men's conference. I didn't know that actually boxing can teach you how to be a man. So for me, I just learned one thing also today to say. So boxing can actually do this to a person? I'm shocked. As I said before, I just thought it's fights, punches, and that's it. Not this kind of discipline and all that. Okay, there's a fight coming in June. Tell us more about that so that we can.
Okay,
look up to them.
EFC 104. I'm coming. Yeah, June 5. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm just waiting for my opponent. So. I'll be fighting and representing Mamelodi. World Sports Bets, you can catch me there. African Rhythm, Chulinkomo, the assistant. The assistant will be on World Sports Bets. Please, just guys, bet, do your most. Yeah, I'll be giving flying kicks, grappling. I'll be choking. I'll be going out there as a warrior. MMA, you can't prepare for it. It's a war.
No.
You know, boxing you can prepare for it. It's hands. MMA, you can't prepare for it.
It's war.
It's war.
It's kicks and everything.
Elbows. Pick you up.
Oh, is that
Smash.
one Israel?
You have to become the man that you have to go out of your comfort zone. You have to think more. You have to test yourself more against other guys. So, guys, please tune in. 15 June.
Do we pay to get to the place? Like
tickets are 2,000 rands, guys. Tickets are 2,000 rands on VIP. General is 500. So either I get a lot of tickets so I can give out, but I didn't be enough because everybody just wants to snatch it out.
Yeah.
But like, I'll try to make a way. Talk to someone who can just hook me up with a lot of tickets, so I can have everybody in the fight.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you can watch me live, go stream EFC 104. Yeah, the assistant is coming. He's coming to debut. That's me, the Extreme Striking Champion. Now I'm going to Extreme Fighting Champion. I believe I'm the next Extreme Fighting Champion, the biggest in Africa. I'm going for that title belt. I'm going in, and I'm so hungry. Yeah, let's show them what we got. Let's show them. Sweat blood. There's no fight without blood. I love blood. So, you know, I have to spill it. I have to make a name that day, you know. Yeah, it's gonna be a tough match. I have to, like, I feel like, you know, when you go into a fight, guys, you feel like you got your country on your shoulders. You feel like it's your ego cast for it.
Yeah.
You have to So my camping is starting on Monday. I'm starting my camping for 3 weeks. Pushing, full out, stamina, everything. So, yeah.
Okay, gents, we had SBUDA on the show, and on tournament 2K, it's a beautiful day. I got to learn a couple of things, but the most shocking thing, I'm still shocked. I thought it's boxing, but there is a man identity here. I'm hoping all these gents. But the first episode we learned something about men, and also now we are learning something about men.
Sure.
It's actually interesting to us. It's tournament 2K. We appreciate you, Maji.
Thanks. Talk number 2K, man. Let's show you never get, man.
And we are believing, you know, you are going to see our support, you know, on the fight in June. and in more things that you're gonna do. You know, we are
Thanks, man. Thanks.
just gonna try and provide what we can provide as a
Thanks,
show. My
thanks,
G,
James.
we appreciate it. There was SBUDA, guys, and this is Tournament 2K.
The
Don't
Assassin.
forget to follow us, the Assassin. Don't forget to follow us, and don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel and hit the notification button. Follow us on all our social media platforms. This is your boy, the hero. More love.
Mkatuvuka mfethu isihlama singakanani. Next to me kuno-cherry mfethu isitulo esingakanani. Ngathi party beyila kwami amabhodlela angakanani. Khona nesikhiye sebhola ngazi ngeyona eyakabani. Indlu yonke inuka ibhiya iskipha sami esiqwela igravy. Khona amabhane awuthiwa seresort. Shuthe lamne nalo cherry. Khona umuntu ebengimkhisa izolo man. Umuntu osexy ayiwanda ngaye ekhambeni. Wayengilele nalo sisi. Ngoba phela sekusemini or isilele kuseni vele ngoba nami ngisesedizi ikhanda likwela amapiyana yakokota kusesebhizi ngifisa ukwazi kwenzakaleni kodwa ukukhumbula kukho easy mangicheka amapokoto ebluku okuphuma izolo shuthi sifikile usinemani izolo ebusuku sivange pholo mina nalesidudla nabangani bakha boqolo sengiyakhumbula man lo sise bengibless izolo mina bengajulanga yenfere benganamali bengifuna uqolo wayisidudla esiphathi imali thiwe kumina mfethu woza sishaya ithunyana man kanti ithunyana ingakanani bengidlulela nje